US dollar, and the US dollar is printed and managed by an organization called the Federal Reserve. And through inflation, all holders are effectively taxed by one party. While this has proven to be a very successful model and will no doubt, for a long time, remain an integral and stable part of our society, blockchain-based digital money offers the potential of neutral stores of value that offer no bias or advantage to any one party and seek to usher in a new era of borderless equality of value for different societies and nations throughout the world. As blockchains have become faster, cheaper, and scalable, their applications are rapidly expanding beyond financial transactions. They're becoming a part of best practices for data transmission in general. Structurally, blockchains are enabling new community-driven business models capable of autonomously rewarding developers for code updates and users for value creation. We're beginning to see a future where technology platforms like Facebook, Uber, Airbnb, GitHub, insurance institutions, and even banking itself may exist with no central entity at all, where the profits of such a network would be minimal to non-existent, and any excess value could be driven back to those that contribute to the prosperity of the network. The advent of blockchain-enabled tokenization has enabled projects to bootstrap initial funding requirements while simultaneously creating balanced economic ecosystems within the projects themselves. We're moving from an era of working around the constrained limitations of fiat currency to bringing the currency into the product design itself. In a social network that rewards users with tokens for content creation and requires advertisers to purchase those tokens, an economic loop is closed and the value is driven back to the users opposed to traditional shareholders. Shareholders, as we currently understand them, are in many cases beginning to represent pricing inefficiencies, and it may yield them less competitive to projects with perfectly priced goods and services. All countries are different, but today, many of them require accredited investor status in order for individuals to take part in most financial opportunities. One example of accredited investor status is a net worth of at least 1 million USD, criteria that very few people are able to meet, which excludes most people on the basis that they are not even wealthy enough to participate. I will note that in most cases, those same individuals are able to participate without any limitation in state-run lotteries, casinos, and most forms of recreational gambling. However, tokenization offers a promise for consumers to store value in projects that they know and understand. Projects they can actively engage in to drive their own personal prosperity. We all have friends that are quick to adopt the next cool thing. That clothing brand that isn't widely known, that they proudly display as a signature of their unique and original style. Rarely today can those early brand ambassadors become financially exposed to the products they create tremendous value for. But in a tokenized economy, the activity of early discovery and evangelism will be a career in itself. Although blockchain momentum has grown exponentially this year, we are still in the nascent stages of its development. And just as it was impossible to envision a generation built on social media the first time we sent an email, it's impossible to completely understand the radical potential of this new foundational technology. But we know it represents transformative progress. So while we move through the week and engage in healthy debate and collaborative competition, let this promise of progress keep us all reminded of the shared